Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special Sportswire New England Football League highlight here for you here on our YouTube page and also on swe-ct.com. I am Vinnie Apicella. I hope you're enjoying the way that we're now releasing programming to you via short highlights that are specific to the subject that you want to watch. This one is, of course, about the New England Football League semi-pro football and all the four teams that Connecticut has in that league. And I'm going to start going over them right now. We're going to actually start with the touchdown leaders for Week 2, AAA, West and South divisions only. For touchdown leaders for the quarterbacks, Rich Snowden of the Connecticut Panthers has 4. Kevin Oberg from the Western Connecticut Militia has 4 as well. Dino Mancinelli from the Connecticut Gators and Todd Carroll from the Hartford Whalers both tied with 3. And then Jose Torres from the Connecticut Gamblers had 2 touchdown receptions, and then there were quite a few of them tied with 1 apiece. Going over to the receivers, whether it be tight ends, wide receivers, it really doesn't matter. Whoever caught the ball and brought it in for the touchdown, that's what's here. Aquan Chabaz from the Connecticut Panthers has 2. He's tied with James Mack from the Western Connecticut Militia and the Bridgeport Gators, and also Demetrius Lucy from the Hartford Whalers. They all have 2 touchdown receptions, and then there's about a dozen or more tied with 1. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you get the picture. Moving over to the rushing, could be either halfback, fullback, any kind of runner. Could be a quarterback. You'll find out pretty soon. Aaron Taylor from the Bridgeport Gators has 4 rushing touchdowns. Lionel Assey from the Western Connecticut Militia has 2. And then Kevin Oberg from the Western Connecticut Militia, quarterback, has 1. And he's tied with about a dozen others, maybe 10 others. So they're all tied with 1. And the defensive side, Gerald Patrick from the Connecticut Panthers has 2 defensive touchdowns. John Manning from the Hartford Whalers has 1, and Leo McTaggart from the Bridgeport Gators has 1 as well. Special teams. This could be a punt return, kick return. It could even be from a fake punt or whatever. Jamie Bryant from the Connecticut Panthers has 1, and that's it. And then a miscellaneous touchdown. I don't know what they would consider a miscellaneous touchdown. Maybe a fumble that fell into I don't know. But Kyle Lamar from the Western Connecticut Militia has 1. Game of the Week MVPs. For Week 1, there were 2 MVPs. There was Dino Mancinelli and Aaron Taylor, both of the Bridgeport Gators. Dino Mancinelli went 7 for 16 passing for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Militia. And Aaron Taylor went 7 runs for 49 yards with 2 touchdowns. All right. Moving on, we're going to go over to the AAA standings now for the New England Football League. In the Northern Division, the Maine Sabres and the South Maine Raging Bulls both are 2-0. However, the Maine Sabres have 65 points for, and the Raging Bulls have 42 points for. That's why the Maine Sabres have a little bit of an advantage. The Lowell Nor'easter and the New Hampshire Wolfpack are both tied at 0-2. The Lowell Nor'easter have 46 points for, whereas the Wolfpack only have 12. Moving over to the Eastern Division, the Boston Bandits are 2-0. They're leading the division with 31 points for. The Metro West Colonials and the North Shore Generals are both even at 1-1, and the Colonials have 28 points for, and the Generals have 20 points for. And the Merrimack Valley Pride come in last place in that division, 0-2, with only 13 points for. Moving over to the Western Division, the Connecticut Panthers are 2-0. They're in first place. They have 54 points for. Then the Western Mass Warriors and the Hartford Whalers are both 1-1. The Warriors have 40 points for, and the Whalers have 24 points for. And then the Connecticut Gamblers rounding out the last team in that division, 0-2 with 13 points for. In the Southern Division, the Bridgeport Gators are 2-0 with 78 points for. They're looking to be the odds-on favorite for the rest of the season. Coming into the season, they were definitely one of the higher rated teams coming into the season, and I look for them to definitely make a run at the title this year. The Western Connecticut Militia and the Tri-State Bulldogs from New York, are both tied at 1-1. The Militia have 62 points for, where the Bulldogs only have 26, and the New Jersey Spartans are 0-2 with only 8 points for. So that's the AAA standings right now for the New England Football League. Let's go over the upcoming schedule for Week 3, commencing tomorrow, being August 3rd. There's only one game on the 4th, but the games on the 3rd are as follows. The Bridgeport Gators travel down to New York to take on the Tri-State Bulldogs. Excuse me, I read that wrong. It's the Tri-State Bulldogs that come north to Bridgeport to play Central High School in Bridgeport at a 6 p.m. start time. Definitely make it out to that game if you can. The Gamblers go at the Panthers. There's no time or location on the website right now, so you can definitely check NewEnglandFootballLeague.org, and you can check their schedule if it changes. If not, you can probably find it on the Gamblers or the Panthers individual websites. The Western Mass Warriors, they will travel to Hartford to play the Hartford Whalers. However, on the Hartford Whalers schedule, it shows it's an away game. Well, definitely check the sites for the teams, because I have a feeling they're kind of messed up on the websites. But I do believe the Whalers are traveling to Western Mass to play the Warriors. The Merrimack Valley Pride take on the North Shore Generals. It says it's in Lawrence, Mass. At 7 p.m. start time. The Metro West Colonials will take on the Boston Bandits in Marlborough, Massachusetts. That has also a 7 p.m. start time. The Maine Sabres will go at the Southern Maine Raging Bulls. The one guarantee here is that one team will remain undefeated. The other team will suffer their first loss, well, unless they both tie. But either way, they're going to be playing at Deering High School in Portland, Maine. The New Jersey Spartans travel up to Danbury to play the Western Connecticut Militia at Danbury High School at 7 p.m. And the one Sunday game on Sunday, August 4th, the Lowell Nor'easter will travel to New Hampshire to take on the New Hampshire Wolfpack at Manchester West in New Hampshire. I definitely look forward for these next upcoming games to be absolutely fantastic. And the Bridgeport Gators, keep a lookout for them. Like I said, they're the odds-on favorite this year. They were the odds-on favorite coming into the season because they'd made so many changes. Their new team, as a matter of fact, we talked about that with Aaron Hairston when he came on. His team that was there had folded. So the Bridgeport Gators took their place, and now they're definitely an odds-on favorite going into the season right now, 2-0, and definitely edging out the Western Connecticut Militia that was the odds-on favorite last year, and I believe they're the defending champions as well. So I want to thank you for watching this New England Football League segment here from the Sportswire. I definitely urge you to keep on checking all of our clips. We go with the Bridgeport Bluefish, we go with the Connecticut Tigers, we go with the New Britain Rockcats, the New England Football League, and anything else that we have. Stay tuned next week. We will have a very special exclusive interview with the winningest coach in college sports history. And no, I'm not talking about Gino Auriemma or Dean Smith or Jim Calhoun. I'm talking about Paul Asante. He is the squash coach for Trinity College in Hartford, and we'll be having a special exclusive interview with him next week, and also a squash training demonstration that he'll be giving us from Trinity College. Definitely check us out on YouTube. It's youtube.com/SportswireSWE. Follow us on Twitter and tweet to us anytime you want to with our handle, which is @SportswireSWE. You can follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook link is down on our Facebook address is down on the bottom. and you could get to it from our website as well. And as always, check out everything Sportswire by going to www.swe-ct.com, and you'll find everything there. You'll find stuff from our other programming like Unashamed. You'll also find stuff from the platform, Leadership Circle, and Teacher's Corner. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll be back with another segment in the near future from the Sportswire.